Hi folks, welcome to this tutorial on generics in Java. What is generics? Generics is a facility that was added to Java in version 5.0. This facility helps in creating generic class, interface, method that accepts different types in single definition and also provides type safety. A very good example for this concept is the array list that takes an integer, array list that takes in double. There is a common method called add that helps in adding integers to the list or adding double values to the list. The same thing is applicable to other types as well. Now let's get to a small demo on this. Let's create our own containers which behaves very similar to our array list. Here I'm creating a generic class called myContainer that takes in any type. Any type I'm denoting it as T within angular brackets, which means that this container can take any reference type that is denoted with T. I have a reference of T here. I have created an object array reference to hold the elements, and there is a counter called count that keeps count of how many elements I am adding to the container. To initialize my array, I'll define a constructor. So here I'm creating an object array of size 5, which means my container can hold up to 5 elements of any type. So here I'm going to write a method called add that takes a type T. Before adding T to my container, I'm going to have a check on how many elements are there in my container. So I'm going to give a condition here. If count is greater than or equal to 5, there is a message saying element not added. Else, the element is added to the array, the position count, and count is incremented. Now to print this array, I'm going to override toString method, and I'm going to return arrays dot toString array. So when I try to print my container, it calls toString and it prints the content of my array. Let us test this by defining another class called a container class, container test class, in which I'm going to add a main method. Now I'm going to create an object of my container, and I'm going to specify the size. So I'm going to say integer list equal to new my container, and I try adding some elements. Now when I run this, the elements get added here, 10 and 20, and the rest are all null because I am creating a container for 5 elements. If I don't store up to 5 elements, the remaining elements would be null by default. Similarly, say I'm adding some more elements. Now, element is not added. It throws array index out of bounds exception because we have created a container only for 5 elements. Similarly, I can make this as double, and here I'm going to add some double elements. Now when I run this will store double values. So this is a demo program on creating a generic class. Hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. Please subscribe if you like this. Thank you.